Um, there's a pasuk in the middle of the Parsha, which is the pasuk the rabbis use to say you're supposed to give up your life for certain sins that you shouldn't do. And before that pasuk, it says, Hashem. You should, and there was this whole sequence of what's kedusha. For the last 3 weeks, we've been reading about that. And in this week's Parsha, it talks about all the people who can't go to the Beit HaMikdash in terms of the Kohanim, if they have any type of outward blemish. And it seems very unfair. And right after he finishes the list, God says, again, that we talked about last week, that if you bring in the animal for a korban, you can't sacrifice it until the 8th day. So we got this 8th day reference again. I'm going to come back to it in 1 second. And then after it says, you should not desecrate my name. I should be v'niktashti b'toch b'nei Yisrael. Ani Hashem mekadishchem. I am the God of Bnei Yisrael, and I have made you mekadish. We don't know what that means. And then it says, and I took you out of Egypt. And right after all this stuff with the korbanot, it then says, let's talk about Shabbat and these holidays that you're going to create. So why is this sequence going from the sacrifices right to the biggest pasuk in the Torah about giving up your life in case you have to do one of the 3 arayot, and then it goes right into Shabbat? What's the sequence? And again, the idea that you can't sacrifice an animal for 8 days. So there's a tradition that says before we were born, the entire Torah was taught to us. We knew everything, and then when we're born, the angel touches us here on the lips, and we forget everything. So this v'niktashti goes all the way back to the beginning of creation. When we had Shabbat, it was announced to us that God creates the world and rests on the 7th day. It says that it was Kadesh back then. So the idea is that, what I want to present is that when Hashem now says through Moshe, start with Shabbat and then do the holidays, the Niktashti is this relationship. And when we keep being told, Kadesh, 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 it means live up to a standard that you're trying to get back to the moment where you knew all of Torah. That's the idea. So Shabbat is God's gift to us. We don't have to do anything for Shabbat to happen. It just happens on the 7th day. It's Shabbat, whether you like it or not. But the Chagim, we have to actually take the action to make the Chag happen, all those 3 regalim. We have to take the action. So God's saying to us, I'm going to give you Shabbat. That's going to be my gift to you. And in return, you're going to